Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Shaw. Got his man in the middle. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Spin, still running. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the 1st. Still running at the 40. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Took a shot as he threw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield, under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And, man, that comes up short. And I tell you what, we saw him in warm-ups. He's got that leg, man. He hit from 60 a couple times, so he can make that deep shot, but he didn't get all of it, and the field goal just falls a little bit short.
Pulls and fires complete. Brings into the open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Thompson. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Sometimes a play like that, incorporating the back in the passing game, almost seems like cheating. It's so easy.
Yep, because you can run it against man or you can run it against zone. If you're patient, obviously, with zone coverage, he can come open. But man-to-man, I like my chances of a running back versus a linebacker. So nice job by the quarterback, nice job by the running back.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to pass, it's Shaw. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They missed a chance to put up 3 points the last time they had it, and now to try to get a score on this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Looking to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Beverly.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there. nothing open, live to fight another down.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Gonna look downfield again. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Trying to get behind the defense. Makes a grab on the shot. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it, too? Great push up front.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Pulls it in. It's Randall. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Looking for a man. It's all. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Working that left side now. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Gets open down the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. The short hands, it's Mueller. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the crow route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot and zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I
think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you've got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete to the right. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today. They're trailing by just 4 to Southern Miss. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. From the gun. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Find some fresh air. Touchdown, Aggies. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Shaw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's complete.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll run play action. Now rolling to the left. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab inside the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Siegel. Got enough space. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the move, it's Beverly. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about ready to start the second half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mueller. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll try to get outside. There he goes. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
Finds his man. It's Beverly. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
They'll go up top on second and short. Unloads it left. It's complete. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
And sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to you. Get rid of the football. You don't want to take the sack. You don't want to lose the yardage, and try to let your running back or somebody else make a play.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Segal. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snag in the middle. It's Segal. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Working that left side. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Off the play fake. Right on target this time. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Pressure coming. Looking for a deep man. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Segal. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lost to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Throws to the tight end. On target to the left.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Going deep. Touchdown, Aggies. They take the lead with the 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Shaw. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. He's going to take off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
To the air. It's off. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Got 3 on first down and second and 7. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. The toss sweep to the right. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy. quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll run it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try the run. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Shaw. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.